Here's the donkey story. The story is of a donkey named Diesel.
A donkey named Diesel. This is not your pickleball partner.
It is not my pickleball partner.
How's the Diesel, by the way?
Well, we're preparing for a tournament on Friday, and we.
How's it going?
Not well. We've been. I don't know what we're doing, but we've lost every warm-up match.
What the hell?
I've got to raise my intensity level. I just said
intensity.
I think I told him, I was like, I've got to raise my intensity level. If I don't, I can't be distracted by anything.
Or do you go the other way because you always double down on intensity?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you could take a page because Biggie referred to this the other day about the NBA playoffs when the Dallas Mavericks were in danger of getting swept. Just have fun.
Lucas said, just have fun.
Just have it.
Looks like DeChambeau's just having fun out there, doesn't it?
Does.
You know, if you just stop and play free and have fun.
Remember what got you into the game in the first place.
Right.
Everybody's
Staving
having
off
fun but
dying.
you, Kelly.
Staving off dying. That's
Yes.
right. The fun. That's the fun aspect of it.
I think you start things for fun, but then you get really into them.
Perhaps.
For example, we just talked about it. There's a picture on our social media of you ruining a fun run.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What are they saying about it? Intensity. It's the intensity.
I wouldn't
I
say
doubt
that.
Stealing the joy.
That's a lot of, they like my hashtag joy stealer.
That's right.
Yeah, and it was all initially just to partner with your daughter
That
for a
was it.
nice thing.
That's right. It was supposed to be a fun thing with your daughter, and look what it became.
You shat on it.
That's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
I shat on a 5K.
Right on it.
Okay.
Were you at least there when she crossed the finish line, your daughter?
Yes. I went back and cheered her on as she came across the finish line a few minutes later.
Hurry up.
Yep.
Come on.
I started the van.
Trying to beat traffic here.
Can I get my medal? No
No,
medals for
no.
losers.
Didn't earn it. Didn't earn it, did you? After the race was over, she is in a running club. That's why I did it. And the woman who runs the running club came over to us. Now we had been finished just moments, and she came over and said, "You guys need to do Moonlight Mile out in Hall River in a month." And I said, "Yes."
Moonlight.
Moonlight Mile out at Hall River.
I
Same
thought she was
setup.
It's a trail race, and it's lit by tea candles, and it's actually a 5K. And she goes, "I'm gonna sign you up for Moonlight River over in Hall River." I said, "Do it."
I thought she was going to show up and say, that is the saddest display from an adult I've seen in many, many years.
Taking over at the end
Yeah.
of the finish line. And once all the excitement had worn off, that runner's high was gone. My wife said, now you got to do that race in Hall River. I said, "What race in Hall River?"
Huh?
Yeah,
That's
the
an
one
hour.
you signed up
That's
for.
an hour away out in a trail.
I did
and
what?
We're signed up. You got to watch for roots and such along the way.
Yeesh.
By the way, if I was Bryson DeChambeau, when my ball was up against a root on the 18th hole, you know how it was yesterday? I'd have dug up the root. I've done that many times where you just, you get down there and really
Well, you keep an axe in your bag.
I do. We have to.
Pow, pow, pow.
Who doesn't?
A Maddox.
Who doesn't? No, this is an actual donkey named Diesel that lives in Northern California. And 5 years ago, his owner, Dave, the owner's names are Dave, let me get the Dave and Terry Drury. And Dave took the donkey out on a hike.
Dave Drury has a donkey named Diesel.
Correct. His wife, Terry Drury, is doing the talking here because on that hike 5 years ago, Dave lost Diesel, and he's too overcome with emotion to speak about it. He said, "I will not be on camera."
Wow.
But
Now, when you're walking a donkey, are you lashed to it in some form?
apparently not in this case, because on the walk, the hike, which apparently Dave Drury does quite often with his donkeys, something scared the donkey, and it got away from Dave. His wife, Terry, was talking about it.
We think maybe a mountain lion might have spooked him. We're not sure. You just never know. He just got away. It was like, you lost part of your family.
Losing a member of the family.
Donkey.
Yeah. At that time, Diesel the donkey was 3 years old. They lived to be up to 30 to 40 years old. So they were upset, of course. Yeah. They looked all around the property. They went back on the hike. They went out.
They put up lost donkey posters,
sign, donkey
on
posters
the telephone
everywhere.
Poles. Diesel smiling.
Dave Drury said, "I can't speak of this." They asked him.
You tell it, honey.
They asked him.
I can't and I won't.
I won't be on there. 5 years later, a month ago, a guy was out on a hike himself.
No.
Spotted this.
I just bumped these elk, and there's a donkey with them.
Wild elk herd with a donkey in the middle of them.
Do you think?
Dave Drury said that might be.
That's my Diesel.
That might be Diesel.
Living with the elk.
Living amongst the elk.
Like Tarzan among the great apes.
Yes. I would say there are 15 elk and a donkey, all looking over their shoulder.
They accepted the donkey as one of their own.
I just bumped these elk, and there's a donkey with him.
Yes.
Is he okay?
Terry Drury says he's better than okay.
It was amazing. It was like, oh my gosh, finally we saw him. Finally we know he's good. And it was just a relief. They learned to get along and be each other's family.
That's exactly what they've done. And there's video of this donkey now, 8 miles from the property where Dave Drury last saw Diesel the donkey, or 8 miles from where they live. And there's video of him in with the elk crowd. When the elk move on, he moves on. He looks like he's part of the pack.
He wasn't unshaven, smoking cigarette, reading a Playboy magazine.
No,
They didn't send him down the wrong trail.
no.
How
to
is a
speak.
barnyard animal surviving in the wild?
Exactly.
Protected by the elk.
But what does he eat?
What they eat,
Does
leaves.
he-
grass?
Does he eat grass and leaves?
They're not meat eaters, are they?
Well, none of them are.
No,
The donkey or the
they'd eat grass, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
leaves off trees.
Surviving on his own. And in fact, Terry Drury says not only is he fitting in, he's protecting the elk.
He's killed coyotes protecting that herd and possibly a mountain lion.
I have no idea how she knows that. But she says he's killing the item. I mean, why? How would
Do you
you?
have tattoos now?
Yeah, he's,
Confirmed kill.
Hash marks. A tear by his eye for every mountain lion.
That's how he was accepted in.
how would she know this?
Like
kill the
gang
mountain.
initiative.
Yeah. You kill the mountain lion, you're in. I'll do it. I'll kill that mountain lion.
Look, you want to run with the elk? You want to run with the elk?
This is all rumor.
How could she possibly know that?
She doesn't know
She's only
anything.
seen the video that we've seen.
If you knew so much, you should have gone and got him.
I mean, really? That's what. But she sure said that.
Well, how do we
Prove
move?
my worth to you.
That's right.
How do we move forward?
So
do
are
we
they
get him
going-
back? or-
Well, okay.
Are we going into the woods with a lasso?
No, they have said no. They've adopted more donkeys now. But beside the point, now Dave Drury wanted to go after that donkey, but Terry had to say, no,
Stop.
no. He's
Diesel's free.
That's what he always wanted.
He's where he wants to be.
he's with his new family now. He's with the family of elk.
To catch him would be next to impossible. He is truly a wild burro now.
He's out with the elk. That's where he is now. There's no.
They're not
catch.
his kind, but they've accepted him.
That's right.
Can you go from domestic to wild?
Very few people can pull that off.
That's right.
Tarzan the Ape Man comes to mind.
I don't think many can do that. My pickleball partner's out in the wild now. We don't know where he is right now. I mean, I'll have to herd him back in on Friday for a tournament. That's how it works.
What a great story.
What a beautiful story.
Remarkable.
But Dave Drury had to be told we can't go back and get him.
Well, they're a donkey family, it sounds like.
They are. They've adopted more.